Truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ, or Iglesianicristo.
Good morning and welcome to INCRadio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. I am Sister Eliza, your host this morning. Today is a Saturday, November 16. It is now 9:01 a.m. Eastern Time. So before we continue, I want to shout out those early birds in our chat this morning. So we have Sister Anna Marie. She said, "Good morning, INCRadio Washington, D.C." Sister Nidel said, "Good morning as well." Brother Frederick Mendoza, good morning po, and greetings from the local congregation of Baltimore. Brother Richard Soterio, good morning po, and happy viewing to all. Sister Amelia Salazar, good morning, brethren. Let's enjoy once again our INCRadio Washington, D.C. Hashtag Temple Hills. We have Sister LC Ihan, hashtag Baltimore, good morning, everyone. And we have Brother William Barrera. Good morning, everyone, and happy viewing to all. And we also have Brother Sidney Santos. Good morning po to all. Good morning po to everyone tuning in. And so we all know it's November, one of those months where we're like, wow, we're almost, at the end of the year. We only have one more month left before December, and then that's when we go to the next year. But, we're not moving that fast. But, we're still looking back in our year. So for today, we will be discussing the exciting and memorable activities we've had within and outside of Washington, D.C., Mid-Atlantic. So before we get into our discussion today, I want to ask Brother Tech if we can show the first slide. If we can show that on the screen, because we will be doing something a bit different. So we'll be playing a game. Okay, there it is up on the screen. I want to give time to our viewers because we're a little bit ahead of them. So we'll be playing a game. So it's called Unscramble the Word. Just to wake us up this morning a little bit, because it is kind of gloomy outside. So please join us in our live chat. Okay, so the first word we have here is DIAOR. Let's see, we have Sister Anne with us this morning. So you have any idea what word we have on the screen?
I think I do, Sister Eliza. I think it relates to what we're doing right now.
I wonder.
Should I answer?
Let's see if we have answers on the chat. Yes, let's go for it.
Okay. I think this word is radio.
Ding, 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 ding. Correct. So we have who answered in our chat. We have Brother William Barrera and also Sister Amelia Salazar and Sister Magine Dizon. They said radio, so that is correct. Let's check out the next word. So the next word is TIACIYV. For some reason, when I created this, I was like, I don't know if I'd get this actually, but maybe that's just me.
Maybe it's good that you're the host then. You have inside knowledge.
So let's see if our chat is moving right now. You have any idea, Sister Anne, of what this word could be?
I do. It's also related to our topic today.
I wonder what our topic is this morning.
Maybe I have inside information too.
Actually, everyone. I did not show Sister Anne these answers, so maybe she's just very quick with it. Okay, let's go for your answers, Sister Anne.
I think this word is activity.
Nice. So we have Sister Elsie Ihan and Sister Amelia Salazar. They answered the correct answer. They gave us the right answer. And so did Sister Nidell. Okay, let's move on to the next word. I don't know, for me, it may be hard.
Oh,
Ooh, a lot of letters. We have a lot of letters.
okay.
That's
This one might stump me.
BLPOPSUNETA. Ooh, a lot of letters in there. Let's see who can figure it out.
For some reason, I read lollipops first.
I know, right?
I see pops really right. It really popped. This
Hmm.
one is actually stumping me.
We have Sister Nidell thinking. She said, what could that word
Oh,
be?
okay. Now I got it. I'm locked in.
She got it. I think Sister Anne got it. I think the chat is still thinking that they're still unscrambling the words.
It's the B. It throws you off a little bit. You're like, what? Why is this B here?
Yeah,
Maybe
why
that's
is
just
that B there? I'll give everyone a hint. I think it represents WDC because we are okay. The chat is kind of okay. I'll give the answer. So the answer is unstoppable. Woo!
Woo! Washington D.C. unsolvable.
Oh, we have Brother William. He sent it. He sent Unstoppable. Okay. And so I would move on to our last word, but I want to get to our discussion before we run out of time. Okay, so obviously, Sister Anne is our guest for this morning. Yes, so that's the word RIMMEOEOES. And please give us our answer, Brother Tech. Our answer is memories. There you go. That's our game for today. I hope everyone woke up from that. Got our brains moving. I got our brains thinking. So yes, obviously, Sister Anne is our guest for this morning. So maybe introduce yourself a little bit more. Your name, local congregation, and your church offices.
Of course. Hello, everyone. Tuning in to INCRadio Washington, D.C. today. I'm Sister Anne Marie. I'm from the local congregation of Temple Hills, Maryland, in the Unstoppable District of Washington, D.C. I am a CWS teacher, local Cadio officer, choir member, district multimedia officer, and wherever else that they need me.
Wow, you can really say unstoppable. So with this year, we've had a lot of activities, and I'm glad I was able to spend the activities with Sister Anne because we are in the same local congregation and, of course, the same district. So we see each other very often in these activities. So, activities we've had within the district this year, do you have any memorable activity in mind?
When I was looking back throughout this year, I was just remember like we had so much, so like I couldn't even keep track. But one of the big standouts for me was the INC 110 concert that we held back at the end of July. And for any anniversary, it's always so special to celebrate with other brethren, but especially this one since it was in celebration of the church's 110th anniversary. It was all the more special, and I'm so glad that I was able to be part of it alongside Sister Eliza. And it was just a great collaborative effort on behalf of all the brethren in our district. And I don't remember the last time we did such a big concert. Like the venue and everything was so beautiful, and everyone is participating, and this is just such a great memory.
Mm-hmm.
I miss it.
For sure. If we can also show our photos on the screen right now. But yes, I agree. 110, it was such a great summer. I think it was a really great summer for all of us. 110, it was very memorable for me. I it's my first time performing in a while on stage. I feel like the last time was when I was Binhi. But 110, I was like, we're never going to be 110 ever again. So it'll be amazing to be part of it and to be part of that big stage with all the other brethren. And that's what really made it exciting, like all those practices. And speaking of, what do you enjoy about the planning process when it comes to preparing for an activity such as 110?
Um, Planning an activity is always such a big challenge because there's so many things you have to think about, like where you're gonna do it, what are you going to actually do? Who's going to help out? Who's doing what? But I think throughout all the activities that I've been blessed to be a part of and planning this year, I've learned to just like, I really like hearing everyone else's ideas and
Mm-hmm.
watching what is just one small little bit of an idea become such a full-blown activity. And I think it's really inspiring, especially with the brethren in leadership in our district, because
Mm-hmm.
they work so hard in making sure that everyone is accounted for and we cater to different interests as well. So I think, yeah, just hearing, being able to be in this space where everyone is sharing their ideas and being able to be a part of that process is so inspiring, and
Mm-hmm.
it really helps me too with like how I want to organize things at the local level as well in my leadership offices. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember a time? I see that you were able to perform during the 110 anniversary and also our Temple Hills 50th anniversary. Do you have a favorite memory from that?
I think just it's always the final rehearsal, like the day before everything is supposed to go down. For both the 50th anniversary of our locale and for the 110th anniversary of the church, the day before, it's like there's so much tension, but so much
Mm-hmm.
excitement. And everyone's like working hard to really nail their performances and really clean everything up. I think having being at that point, like knowing you're almost there is just so, it's so
Mm-hmm.
thrilling. And so I
Yes.
think those are my favorite days out of the whole process.
Yes, I agree. I love that feeling. It is a great feeling when you are kind of nervous and once you're there you're like, "Whoa, I'm on here." But it's like you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're not really messing up. You're
Yeah. And then
yeah.
when you're doing it, it flies by so fast. Like I feel like
Mhm.
both activities went by so fast once we were on the stage. And like and we
Mhm.
did it so perfectly. Sister
Mhm.
Eliza was really good.
Sister Anne's very good. And how did these activities help you connect with others? Because I know we don't see each other as much, but once those activities get once we get to those activities, we get to talk to one another, connect. And how do you do that?
Yeah, I think being able to work with people who were in charge of the program, I think specifically for the musical performances that we put on in our activities, I think being able to be under their guidance, because some of these brethren have been doing this for a really long time, like they're veterans and planning activities and leading performances like that, and it's one of my favorite activities to be a part of. So I think being able to connect with those brethren and learn under their leadership skills was just really fun and really good for me, like as a performer, even
Mhm.
especially in like for church activities, because I feel like it's different when you're putting on performance for the church, because obviously you have to have a certain kind of decorum and everything. So guiding, being able to be guided in a way that puts on a good performance that's pleasing for both the brethren and for, of course, our Almighty God, I think that's how I connected really. Like those pieces of advice that the leadership gave me really stuck with me.
Yes, I totally agree. And another activity I remember, it was recent. It was the CBI gathering. We also had s'mores making. I think that was very fun because we saw each other, different local congregations was able to gather and make s'mores together, and even with the Benhis. So that was a very good time to get to know each other while we were cold, and then we had s'mores. So that was very fun as well. What about the activities outside the district? Do you recall one?
I don't know. I think there was one really big one. Of course, the International Kadiwa meet and greet in Manitoba, Canada, a few months ago now. I think it's already been 3 months or so.
Oh.
That was such an experience. I'm really glad that I was able to be a part of it, and along with like so many brethren from our district as well showed up, and it was so special because everyone knew that this was one of the first ones that the church has conducted outside of the Philippines. So everyone all over the world, like abroad, had a chance to come to North America and meet brethren from all over. And I think you don't really get a lot of opportunities like that, like
Mhm.
day by day. So the fact that the church administration was thinking about the youth in the church and giving us this opportunity to meet brethren from all over, it was so great because you we made so many great connections in just that small amount of time. And
Yeah,
we were also able to travel and see places that like it still doesn't feel real to me when I think back to the memory. Like we were really in another country. We were really
hmm
meeting people from like Australia or the UK or even just across the country in California. Like
hmm
it was so great, Sister Eliza, and I'm so glad that you were there with us as well.
Oh, yes, thanks. I really enjoyed that. It was such a great opportunity for all of us to come together from different parts of the world. It was such a great experience. I would 10 out of 10 do it again because you connect with others. You're like, whoa. So people, there's other brethren that I connect with, and it's not just from my district, but outside the district and outside the country, which is very cool. And now with social media, it's very easy to connect with one another. So you can ask them how they are or how they're doing, and it's just very nice. It's a great feeling. And shout out to Washington D.C. because there was a lot of us that really went, and it was a great experience experiencing it with them. So with that activity, was there a memorable or meaningful conversation you've had with someone during the activity?
So actually, the meaningful conversation was like after everything was done, like everyone had already flown home. I came back and I checked my phone and I had a message from Sister Kate, who's from the UK. And she was just checking in on me and saying how nice it was because we first met like over that weekend. And I was a bit shy. Everyone was a little bit shy because, you're meeting so many brethren in this big activity. But she was one of the people that I met who really like paid attention to me, even though there's so many other people that you could meet. And that message that she gave me was just checking in and saying how nice it was to meet me and how I really had like something to offer, like in terms of personality to other people. And she knows that I was a little bit shy. So she was just like encouraging me to push myself out of my shell and really interact with brethren. And I think it was so meaningful because she really didn't have to do that. We only met for a couple of days, and then she felt so connected to me that she messaged me, and we still keep in touch now. And I really hope that she'll visit soon, or maybe I can visit London. So yeah, I think that was. It still warms my heart to think about that, and I miss her. Shout out, Sister Kate.
Oh, shout out to Sister Kate. Yes, I agree because one day maybe she may visit you. That's very cool. And one day maybe you could visit her as well. And especially with us being able to travel, it will make it possible. And so we're actually have like a couple minutes left. That's so fast. What do you see in others that inspire you in these activities?
Um, I always admire brethren who are like more extroverted than I am. I'm trying to get to that level of extroversion again, because they can really talk to anybody, and that's always a skill that I wanted to. Because like when you're a kid, it's easy because you don't really think so much, but now when you're older, you're like, oh no, what will they think about me? But I really want to ease myself out of that because everyone wants to talk to everyone. Everyone wants to make a connection. So whenever I see brethren who can pick up a conversation with anyone during activities, like people that they don't even know, like brethren who they may have met for the first time there at that activity, they can just, start a conversation like that. I think that's really cool, and it's such an important skill now because, like you said, it's easy to connect with people online, but it's really nice to have in-person conversations. Like that's why International Could Do a Meet and Greet was so nice because you got to meet people in person and like connect with them, on a deeper level in person. And I think being able to do that on the fly is something that really inspires me with like my friends and my brethren, who can interact with others so easily like that.
Mhm. And before we let you go, thank you so much for joining us in our discussion. Would you like to share your special greetings?
Yes, I would like to first of all greet my local congregation of Temple Hills, and all the district multimedia in Washington D.C. I'd also want to greet my family here in Temple Hills and my family all over the district, all over the country, all over the world, and yeah, and I'll special greeting to my cousin who's turning. Well, I won't say his age, but his birthday's on the 18th, and also happy birthday to my uncle and aunt who their birthday is on the 20th, and I think their anniversary is also on the 20th. I don't know. And then also my cousin and his wife on the 20th. There's just so many things happening. So if you're celebrating something, even if you're not related to me, congratulations and happy birthday. Or
Wow. We got you got everyone's you got Sister Anne's greetings. There you go. Thank you again. And it was very short. So that's like maybe a sneak peek of our December topics. We'll be covering more about our 2024. So thanks for all the shout outs. Let's check out some of our greetings in our YouTube chat. So we have Sister Nidell. She said, "Oh yes, Sister Anne performed so well in concert." We have MJ Mendoza, greetings to all. We have Brother Alberto Santos. Good morning to all brethren in Washington, D.C. Hashtag Bowie. We have Brother Justin Talioga. Happy to start my morning with INCRadio, Washington, D.C. Greetings from Houston, Texas. And we have Brother Len Degala, a blessed day po, Washington, D.C., Mid-Atlantic. We have Brother Marvin. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Brother Ivan Kuloy. Greetings po from the local congregation of Portsmouth Ecclesiastical District of Britain South. Zenaida Novesteras. Good greetings from Midtown Toronto District of Greater Toronto, Canada. And we have Sister Alexis greeting us. Greeting, happy belated birthday to Brother Gian from Bowie. And we also have Brother Keith Oterio. Good morning po to all brethren in the local congregation of Washington, D.C. And thank you all for the shout outs and the special greetings. And for our upcoming activities, we have tomorrow, Sunday, November 17, 2024, we have our district track and field meet at the Prince George's Sports and Learning Complex. So we'll see you there. And for our show next week, we will be learning about the volleyball basics as well as recapping our district volleyball tournament. Also, we're excited to announce starting next week, our show will air every Saturday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So I repeat again, our show will start at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time every Saturday. So the days are the same, but the time will be different. So we'll see everyone at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time next week. And following us today is INCRadio Florida at 9:30 Eastern Time. And special thanks for their unstoppable support. We'd like to thank our INCRadio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to our substitute president, Brother Angelo Manalo, and of course, a very special greeting to our executive minister of Iglesianicristo Church of Christ, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you for tuning into INCRadio Washington, D.C. satellite studio. Stay unstoppable. Bye. We'll see you at 10:30 next week.
Bye, everyone. Thank you, Sister Eliza.
Thank you, Sister Anne.
Good morning to everyone.
Before and after I eat, I wash my hands. Here is how my mom taught me to do. First, wet your hands with clean running water and apply soap. Then lather your hands by rubbing them together with soap. Scrub your hands between your fingers and under your nails. Scrub your hands for approximately 30 seconds. Rinse your hands under clean running warm water. And dry your hands using a clean towel or air dry them.
I brush my teeth as my mom taught me. Brushing your teeth after every meal or at least twice a day is another hygiene habit that everyone should have. Brushing your teeth is an important part of your dental care routine and help to prevent gum disease. Hi, I'm Katie Natividad. My mom taught me that before going to bed and after waking up in the morning, I should wash my face. I comb my hair every day so it always looks good. And I make sure my clothes are clean before I go to bed. Good night.